One evening we were at dinner and I ordered a glass of wine. I asked, "Are you going to let me drink alone?" He responded, "There's a story for that question." He began by saying, "Many years ago I was out drinking with friends, and as I had done other times, I overindulged. My next conscious memory was waking up in front of my house in my car the next morning. I had no recollection of how I got home. But in that moment, I promised God I would never take another drink again, and I haven't from that day to this one." That was the short and boring version of the story. His account of the story was vivid and oozed with resiliency. He was a very creative storyteller. He had a charm that kept you attentive. He would speak with so much ease and patience. I remember being in awe of the discipline it must have took over the years to abstain from alcohol personally and socially. I was thinking the entire time, this is a man of real strength and determination. I think he saw real admiration in my eyes, and that was an endorphin for him. As I look back, that was the moment I released many of the apprehensions I had about the relationship. A few weeks later, the relationship was heating up. He asked, "Can I take you somewhere special for the weekend?" I nervously agreed to spend the weekend with him. While he had already told me that he loved me, he was always very cautious about sexual overtures. He was just the right amount of affection, which I appreciated, and it endeared me to him. But I knew what a weekend meant, and I thought, okay, I'm ready. He's earned my trust. This wasn't just a weekend, it was a whole vibe. We started the day on a boat cruise for lunch, then walked to a nearby museum. Then we headed to the Four Seasons Hotel, where he had reserved a beautiful villa suite. As we entered the villa, there were 24 roses and a card addressed to me that said, "You are worth all this and more, and I'm honored to be here with you." He then said, "Let's rest up before we head out." Yep, it was an off-Broadway play, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. He had thought of everything. This was top-tier love bombing. Whatever happened after this romantic day, he had put in the work to make sure the night was his reward. It worked. Once we consummated the relationship, I thought he was the most loving and considerate man I had ever met. Yes, I fell hard. I didn't show it yet, but I was feeling it deeply. The love bombing phase was impeccable. In my story, the mask remained secure for years. His need for validation was insatiable in a curated way. I had a big circle of family that he needed to impress and convince he was the ultimate catch. Simultaneously, convincing his family that I was the one, later learning one of many. He needed time to convince my family they could love him more than me. The mask remained snug, and I wasn't prepared for the slip.